Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 1, Episode 9. Only one episode left to go, and it's finally picking up some steam. I guess the second season will be really good, but we got a lot of power coming, you guys. Of course, Tariq's show comes back, Ghost. Book 2 comes back in November, and then from what I understand, we're going to get Tommy's installment at the beginning of 2022. So Courtney Kemp and them, they just moving right on along. Y'all heard about the lawsuit. Somebody is suing her, saying that he was a friend of her father's, and that the show was based on his life, that he was also called Ghost and all the child. I was just like, anyway, so yeah, Courtney has some legal problems right now, if that's what you want to call it. I'm sure we won't hear anything else about that. I'm a little irritated because one of my neighbors just asked me. So listen, I take Blue walking in the neighborhood, and I am probably one of the most respectful neighbors in this neighborhood. I'm probably the only person that picks up their dog shit when I walk him. I make sure that I always take a baggie and I always pick up his shit, because I don't want nobody's dog shitting in my yard but my own dog. So I know people don't want your dog shitting in their yard, right? So I'm walking him down the street, and I do this every day, numerous times a day, because you guys know I work from home. So I take him out at least 4 times a day. We're up and down these streets. And this lady just got home, I guess, and she had her gospel music blasting, and she was like, "Excuse me, ma'am." Okay, but I'm like about 3 houses down. And I'm just like, "Yes." And she has her music blasting, so I can't hear her. So she finally goes and turns her music down, and then she yells at me, "Did I let my dog boo-boo on her yard?" And she's pointing at something. I was like, "No, ma'am." As a matter of fact, at the time that I was talking to her, I was actually picking up some shit that he had just boo-booed at somebody else's house. Okay, so I was picking that up, and that's when she decided to ask me if my dog had shit on her yard. I said, "No, honey." I said, "I pick up all of my dog crap. Like, no, that we ain't even been down there," because I was heading in that direction. So I was just like, "No, that wasn't mine." Okay. And I can think of about 3 dogs that people just, right in my little area, my cul-de-sac and area, they let their dogs just go outside to go use the bathroom. So I'm sure it was somebody's dog that then roamed down there and shit. So anyway, don't come at me with that, okay? Because you see me right now picking up shit. So I left your shit down there, but I'm picking up this shit. No. So anyway, that annoyed me, because I don't want no shit from old girl. So hopefully that's going to be the last of it. Her little son was out there, and he always sees me walking Blue. As a matter of fact, he knows Blue. So I'm sure, I wanted to walk down there just to see what size the boo-boo was, because Blue got big grown man shit, okay? Big hunks, substantial shit, okay? All these little dogs around here with this little bitty, Blue don't fuck around with this little bitty shit. Baby, you gonna either give him the big shit or don't come. Look, come correct or don't come at all. Okay. Anyway, I had enough. That was enough about that. I'm just annoyed because, please, I'm respectful. So you ain't gotta ask me that. Anyway, you guys, y'all didn't ask all that, huh? The review. Let's get to it, shall we? The show starts with Marvin. He looking real disgusted. His face all shaved and burnt, and looked like he just had road what is it called? Road rash. And so yeah, he didn't had better days. He's waiting for his homeboy to come pick him up. He get in the van. He give his boy a gun. Okay, it's about to go down. All right, now over the voiceover, we hear Kanan saying how family is everything. And at the same time, we see Unique. He's coming out of an establishment. I'm not sure he's with his boys, but he also has what looks like his child with him, around young little boy, probably about 4 or 5 years old. And you can tell that's Unique's son. He's lovingly walking him to the car. And when he gets in the car, and he's fastening the boy in his seatbelt, then here come Marvin and his homeboy in the damn van. And they just open up the door and they just blasting. Okay, this is the Uzi or the, AK-47 or whatever. It's just like an automatic. Shooting everywhere. We driving around the parking lot. We shooting. It's about 7 guys that was with Unique. Okay, of course, Unique covers his little boy. They completely spray Unique's car, spray all the other cars out there. Ain't a motherfucker hit. Ain't not one person hit. I was like, Marvin, you was all over Lou about missing the guy that had the face in the place on our girl, and you had a damn automatic rifle and you still couldn't hit not one person. Now, you know this is about to be a mess. And it was Unique's son. Okay. Thank God he didn't kill the little boy. But you know Unique ain't letting this go. Now, at the hospital, Jessica's there with Lou, just making sure that her man is okay, worried and whatever. And Raq shows up and Raq tells her, you know what, I got it from here. Basically, you can go. Okay, Jessica wanted to be there just in case he woke up. But you know what? Like I said, he gonna be all right. You can go on about your business. So, of course, when Jessica walks out, Raq is upset. She was just like, these motherfuckers, they must have forgot who I am. Okay. They out here just feeling like they could just be shooting at Raq's people, let alone her damn brother. Oh, no, absolutely not. So, now Raq is ready to roll. Okay. She's got blood in her eyes. While she's in there talking to him, Symphony comes in the door. So she walks on out. And you already know how this is about to go. Raq is, focused, laser focused on now trying to get to the people that, tried to kill her brother. So, Symphony is just like, I was worried about you. I was scared because I hadn't been able to, contact you. Like normal people, usually people will return a call if they see that you calling them. And she was like, well, I'm not normal people. And to make a long story short, she was just like, this fairy tale shit that you and I got going on, obviously this ain't gonna work. Okay, this ain't no fairy tale. All right, I forgot who I was. Okay, and look what happened. So yeah, I can't be fucking around with you because girl, maybe if you wasn't fucking them every day, all day, maybe, I mean, damn, come up for air, But she gives him the cold shoulder. And, he was just like, I love who you are. And she was just like, yeah, you'll find somebody else to fuck. And he was just like, oh, offended. Like, are you really calling me that? So he was just like, fuck you. And she was just like, oh, okay. I didn't know old boy had that heart in him. Okay, I see you a whore. He just looks back at her with her sarcasm. And he was just like, you tell Marvin that Tony can't be trusted. All right, and he walks on out. Now, getting back to Marvin. His boy pulls over in the van, and Marvin now pulls a gun on him, and his boy was like, oh, Marvin, why you gonna do this? Like, listen, I promise you, I'm not gonna flip, I'm not gonna turn, I'm not gonna snitch. Like, and Marvin was like, you know how the game go. I was like, damn, okay. You use him, and then 5 minutes later, you kill him? But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, because Marvin can't risk I guess him going back and telling, but the whole thing is Unique saw Marvin. Okay, he saw him shooting. So you killing old boy, that ain't really doing nothing. Now we see Detective Omar. He's at the hospital, because Detective Omar's got his own issues, and he's outside taking a well-needed puff on the cigarette, even though his ass shouldn't be doing that because he's sick. But while he's outside, he sees these guys pull up, look like some of Unique's boys, got the Gumby, the lopsided Gumby and all of that. And this nurse comes out and she hands him a bag. At first I was like, is she giving him drugs? But then I saw him hold up a tag and I was like, what is that? Okay. And of course, also Detective Omar is watching as well, like what's going down, but he kind of has an idea considering, Raq and Lou, all them up in the hospital. So it turns out that the nurse had given them guys some scrubs. And so they change into the scrubs, and I guess you can figure out what they're there for. They're going to try to go kill Lou. But thank God that Detective Omar saw him, because by the time they get up to his room, pull the guns out, they about to blast the flat jammy with the silencer on, Lou is not there. And then, of course, Detective Omar was like, don't even breathe, motherfuckers. Okay, put the guns on the bed. Okay. So, yes, the plot was foiled. Nobody was able to get Lou. All right. So afterwards, he's talking to Raq and he was like, you better be glad that I smoke. Okay. Because he was the one that saw them when they were setting the whole shit up out there in the front. But anyways, Detective Omar is done fucking around with you, Raq. I need you to take me seriously. Okay. If I can't get to Kanan the way I need to, then there's going to be a warrant out for his arrest. So you need to set this up so I can have a conversation with him. And she was just like, okay, if I do this for you, then I need a pass. She need to be able to get out there and move the way she need to move. And she don't need Detective Omar and none of his boys, holding her up. Well, of course, Detective Omar is so desperate to talk to his son. Yes. He can do that within reason. Don't be out there just crazy, all willy-nilly and whatnots. But he can do that. But listen, Raq, I ain't playing with you. Now, you need to come correct. And even if in the future I might need something else from you and Kanan, like a bone marrow, for example, I'm going to need you to help me out on that too. And she was just like, what's that supposed to mean? He was just like, nothing. Okay, this ain't really the time to be telling that I'm dying from an incurable disease and maybe I need some help from your child. But he puts that out there. Hell, he ain't got shit to lose at this point. So, he's just trying to do whatever he can. He's either going to talk to his son, try to get his life together, so that he can live, maybe both of those at the same time. All right. And of course, we see him talking to his doctor, and the shit is still dire. Actually, it's worse than the last time. He was just like, yeah, I got a son, but the mama is the problem. And she was like, look, we don't have no time. Like, we need to know for a fact that, he gonna come up with this bone marrow. So, yeah, Detective Omar has some things he's got to work out as well. Now, Kanan goes to the hospital to visit his Uncle Lou, and Raq tells him, listen, yeah, Unique's boys did try to get Lou, but they ain't got him. I mean, he's still alive. He ain't woke up yet, but he's a fighter. He's a soldier. He gonna make it, okay? And then she was just like, Kanan, we ain't had a conversation since the last thing, with this whole D-Wiz situation. She's about to explain to him. He was like, you ain't got to say nothing, Mom, okay? I just want you to know that I want to work for you. I'm ready to get out there and do this. I'm going to help you do whatever you need to do. Okay, but I'm ready to get out there. And Raq is looking at him like, oh, okay, so you ready, huh? I mean, she can't continue to fight this. Kanan gonna keep on fucking up without her, or might as well get straight and narrow with her. So she got to do what she got to do. Later on, we see Raq in the, in the little church. What do they call it? The altar at the hospital. I guess she's having a conversation between her and God, and Marvin comes in there. He was like, it's a little late to be asking for forgiveness, okay, for the shit that you done did. And she was like, I'm not asking for forgiveness for what I did. I'm asking for forgiveness for what I'm about to do. When Marvin sits down, well, now Raq ain't really got no choice. I was like, Raq, you cold, okay? All it took was for Lou to almost get killed. Now all of a sudden you ready to bring Marvin back in on the team, okay? I was like, Marvin, if you got any balls swinging between them legs, you would not let this girl just do this to you. All right. So she tells him she wants him back. And he was like, I don't know, Raq, I'm my own man right now. I kind of do what I want to do, move how I want to move, even though he out there trying to shoot up Unique and missed. All right. She was like, if you're going to be shooting at him, I need you to hit. Okay. But it don't matter. We at war now anyway. So, I mean, it's already bad. So she tells him she wants him back. He was just like, no. He don't like the fact that he got the answer to his little sister. Okay. Damn it. He raised Lou and Raquel. And you mean to tell me I get taken off of the damn main jobs and all of a sudden I'm doing this little piddly-paddly shit around here? Like, no, I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that I got to ask you for permission to do things. Like, I used to run this shit. And she was just like, yeah, you did, but I had to take over because you got too deep and you got too messed up on everything. All right, well, I mean, whatever it is, he still don't like it. Okay, but she goes over there and she tells him, I can't do this without you. I said, well, girl, I guess you can't now, huh? Because Lou is down. And finally, Marvin comes around. Okay, but I mean, I guess this means that he's been promoted. And so just like that, you guys, he's back. And she was just like, strap up. And he was just like, what does that mean? And she was just like, revolution, nigga. Okay, it's fixing to go down. Now let's jump over to Nicole's parents. So they're at the precinct and they're trying to report to the police or anybody. Well, really, it's not there. It's the mother. Okay, the mom is at the police station and she's trying to report that Laverne is the reason why her daughter is dead. That Laverne is the one that gave her the damn ghetto ass blue cap drugs, and that is why the daughter died. Now the husband is trying to say, listen, we don't know that for a fact. We don't know if she got that from Laverne. We don't even know if she hadn't done drugs before she even met Laverne. Like the dad is the reasonable one. The mom is the one who, I mean, you can't blame it. You lost her child. She wants somebody to pay. Okay, so she's, in her full Karen, throwing her weight around mode. She tells the cop that she knows people in high places, and that, if nobody around here is gonna get it done, she gonna still keep on making sure that it gets done because her daughter is gone and she don't have, motherfuckers just can't walk free and her daughter is dead. So after that display at the precinct, we see Laverne, Jukebox, at the cemetery visiting Nicole's grave, and a white lady cop walks up and was just like, I'm sorry, I heard about your friend. I heard about your uncle. Jukebox is still kind of ignoring her and not really paying any attention to her. So the white lady cop tries to relate to her. So, people don't take high school relationships seriously because they think you young, you ain't lived yet and all that. She was like, but I loved the hardest when I was in high school. Okay. Seems that a white lady cop was also a lesbian in high school and fell in love with a girl. And, that was the one that had her heart. So that kind of wakens Laverne, Jukebox, and she says, hey, I'm about to go in over here and get a Italian ice. Did you want to come with me? And Laverne goes on and picks up her bag and goes with her. So they go get the Italian ice, and afterwards she's still trying to talk to Laverne, still trying to relate to her some kind of way. She tells her, about her family and, the fucked up things that happened with them and all that. And Laverne was just like, listen, you ain't got to be trying to tell me about your damn family. Okay, just because my family fucked up, I don't want to know about your fucked up family. So white lady cop says, well, the streets are saying that Kanan was the one that was behind those blue cap drugs. And Laverne was like, no, absolutely not. He was not the one. And of course, she dropped Buck 20's name again. She wanted to know about that, trying to relate these cases together. And after that, Laverne is just like, listen, I'm not answering shit from you. And lady, please quit following me. So after she finishes with that lady, she goes to the hospital to visit her Uncle Lou. But she also knows that Raq is going to be there and she has to talk to Raq. Okay, can I talk to you for a second? She says, okay. So they go into another room and she gives her a hug and she says, I heard about your friend getting killed. I'm sorry about that. And she was just like, well, there's this white lady cop that came up to me. She's trying to make it seem like there's a connection between D-Wiz and Buck 20 and Kanan and all of that. And Raquel was like, I wonder why she felt like she can come talk to you. And she was like, well, actually, she tried to talk to me before in the past, but, I wasn't really trying to talk to her. I wasn't giving her no information. And Raq was just like, that's my girl. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to have cops as friends. Okay. So she tells her without telling her that maybe you need to befriend this lady. Maybe we can get more information out of her that we need to know. In the meantime, the white lady cop goes back to the office and Detective Omar comes on back and, she's looking at him and he's just like, where you been? She look at him like, nigga, you got your damn nerves. Okay, every time I turn around, you disappearing. He was like, okay, I apologize for being a shitty partner, but I got some stuff going on, that I need to make sure that I take care of. And she was just like, okay, well, while you was out there taking care of whatever the hell you was taking care of, I went and talked to Laverne. Her friend died from the drugs that the other people died from. And she thinks that it has something to do with Kanan. And he was just like, how many times I got to tell you that Kanan ain't got nothing to do with that? And she was just like, you know what? I'm about sick of you telling me about some damn Kanan. What is it about Kanan and that family that you so protective of? He was just like, you need to leave it alone. And she was just like, so what about the family do you care about? And he was just like, you know what? If I can't trust you, then I can't work with you. I'm about to go tell the captain right now we can't work together anymore. And he walks off. Now, it looks like Marvin and Kanan are on the team now. Okay, like I said, Lou almost had to die for him to finally get, pulled into the fold. But, hey, everybody got to man up. Okay, and they pumping up Kanan. Every time you turn around, somebody giving Kanan a pump up speech. Okay, you DEFCON son, don't fuck this up. Let people know who you are. You get out there in these streets. Marvin gives him a gun, basically trying to get him ready for this war that they about to be in. Kanan was like, I need some pump up music. Ain't nobody trying to get, crunk. He didn't say crunk. They didn't say crunk back then. But ain't nobody trying to get excited and ready to go out there and, kill some motherfuckers on this damn Motown review you listening to. Okay, can you get some real money, music? I'm going to go and Juke. I know she got some music in there. And he was like, that's all right. I'll go get it. Anytime that Marvin can go snooping around in Jukebox's room, he gonna do that. So he goes in the room and he's looking around. And I was just like, Nick, how many places you got to look for a damn CD? Wouldn't it just be sitting by the damn stereo or the box or whatever? The boom box? Why you all in her drawers and all of that? Just nosy. So I was like, he about to see some shit he don't need to see. And he pulls open the bottom drawer. It was already locked, but when he finally gets it open, or it was either locked or the tape was blocking it. But when he gets it open, the tape falls out of the video that Laverne and Nicole made at the mall. Also, some pictures of them in the booth. And the pictures, Marvin is ignorant. So they didn't even really seem, I just seemed like you and your girlfriend, y'all just having fun in the booth. Like nothing was really, really all that gay looking. It didn't look like they was really trying to do nothing. There was one when they were kind of acting like they were kissing each other or whatever. But like I said, I was just like, why is he going crazy over something like this? So he puts the videotape in the VCR. And he's watching and he getting madder and madder and madder. Okay. And, Kanan coming there was like, hey, I gotta go. He was just like, well, go on, nigga. Like you interrupting what I'm trying to do here. All right. So when Kanan leaves, now he really can focus on this video and he's just really disgusted. He's so upset that he pulls down the TV and crashes it and the videotape falls out of the VCR on the floor and all of this. I was just like, is that really, I guess I gotta be realistic about how people will react to their children being gay, especially back in that day. But I was just like, what is he doing all this for? I could think of a whole much worse things that Jukebox can be, Marvin. But of course, he don't see it that way. So, of course, when Jukebox gets home, Marvin was just like, so this is what it is? You Lebanese or something like that? He calls her a girl F word. Y'all ain't fixed to get me saying the word, but that's what he calls her, right? And he called her Lebanese or whatever. Nigga is lesbian, okay? Who's this white bitch anyway? And she was just like, it's my friend Nicole. She's dead. And he was like, that's what she get. That's what God do when he take care of people that's violating his will. As far as Marvin is concerned, the white girl got exactly what she deserves. And Laverne is so disgusted with him, she just spits on him. That's when you really ain't got no respect for somebody. She spits in his face and he just reared back and he hit her and she fall down on the ground. And then he run over there to her damn videotape that's on the ground and he starts stomping it and he destroys it. All right, that's her one little connection to Nicole. So of course that enrages her and they get in a full-blown fight. Now of course we know Marvin can fight, okay, but you know what, Juke ain't doing too bad either. She got a couple of good swings up in there, but of course she's not gonna be able to win against a man, and then a man like Marvin. So he get her up against the wall and he about to choke her out. I said, Marvin, that's your daughter and this is a woman. Like, are you remembering any of this? And he was like, just because you think you a nigga don't mean you can fight like one. And he's like choking her out and she's starting to lose consciousness, and then he finally let her go. She slide on down the wall and everything, and he sit down, and then I guess he come to his senses after he didn't realize that he didn't almost killed his fucking daughter in his own damn house in her bedroom. And she just gets up and just walks out, and he's just like, Juke. And I was just like, nigga, what you want now? You almost killed this girl because she's gay? Oh my God. But again, I have to remember the time, but still, even if you didn't understand, even if you had an attitude about it, you had to almost kill the girl? Really? So I think he can forget about Juke. I think he has totally burned that bridge. Now, Raq gives Kanan some lessons with the gun. Okay, she's explaining, what he got to do to hit, You know, she shows him an example of how to hit these damn bottles. Make sure you hit your target. Okay. She's telling him about what's the best gun to have, which is a damn Glock. Don't be fucking around with all the 22s and Uzis and, you know, AK-47s. You know, that's bullshit. They be sticking. They be malfunctioning. You know, you can always count on a Glock. All right. And then she goes on and on, like, I never really wanted you to do this. I never wanted to bring you in this. I wish you would have just went on to that school. I wish you would have just concentrated on school, you know, but what can I do? You know, you was born into this. This was yours even before you even said it was yours. Okay. This is what you gonna be doing. And I realize that you are DEFCON's son. You my son. Okay. And she gives him another one of them, you know, pump up speeches. This ain't a dream world. This the real world, and real niggas die. So what I'm about to ask you to do is to kill a man. You're gonna be pulling this trigger, and this is all falling on you. Okay, so she really gives Kanan the speech, and you know, he's looking all like, okay, mama. You know, Unique is rallying the troops, and he telling them, you know, that they basically got to get out. So Unique done set his boys out there. Raq done set Kanan out there. She was just like, squeeze the trigger. Save all of us, baby. And I was like, why are you putting so much pressure on old boy? Like, I mean, what happened to the team? You know, I'm thinking all of this is going on. And at the same time, we see Lou, he in the bed. Jessica's laying there, you know, with her head on the bed like she's tired, exhausted. And then Lou wakes up, you know, and she's just like, hey, baby, you know, you made it, you back, you know, and he's just like, where is everybody? Okay, Lou ready to get to work already. Okay, so Lou made it back, y'all. My baby ain't dead. I knew he wasn't going to be dead, you guys, but he's down for now. Now, later on, we see Raq in church. And I was like, boy, that Raq is certainly complex, isn't she? How you just gave Kanan that whole pump-up speech about squeeze the trigger and, you know, I'm asking you to kill a nigga and put 2 here and 1 here and, you know, save this family and all of that. And then you in church. And the sermon is about love. It seems like Raq has like a conscience, but at the same time, she really don't. Like, you know, Raq is out there handling shit in the streets in a real way. So I was just like, okay, Raq. So afterwards, you know, she getting some little treats, you know how they have for the for the people after church, and she has a conversation with this woman. The lady was just like, "What's going on with you, Raq?" Turns out that woman is her mother, and Raquel wants to know, "Do you ever think about the reasons why I turned out the way that I did?" And you know, the mom gives her this whole speech, and basically the mama's like, you gonna be how you want to be. I ain't had nothing to do with the way that you are now. Don't try to pin none of that on me. Don't put none of it on me, because you have decided that this was the life that you wanted. And she was like, I'm not, mama. I'm just asking you a question, and you answered. She was like, that's right, I answered. Okay, so don't come back around here asking no dumb questions. And mama was just like, you could be out there, you know, murderous and putting drugs out there on the streets and all that. I don't want nothing to do with it. Now, you guys, Juke. She goes and she finds a white lady cop on the street. Okay, she kind of in the cut. And the lady was like, you could have came inside. And she was just like, yeah, what is it going to look like me, somebody like me coming in there and sitting around a whole bunch of cops and talking? Okay. And then she was just like, okay, well, what you want? And she was just like, I need to get off the streets right now. So she said, okay, let me go get a car. So she goes and gets a car, and Juke is telling her, like, look, they're about to come get you. Like, it's you on the list. And she was just like, why are you telling me this? And she was just like, because I'm just tired of everybody getting hurt. I guess Juke felt like she owed her at least, because she's the one that got her out of being arrested, you know, when she broke into Nicole's house. And I guess it didn't help that her daddy just tried to choke and kill her, you know, so maybe that do change some of your loyalties after that. Plus, we got to remember that Raq said maybe the white lady cop is a friend to have. All of that together is the reason why Juke is in this car with this white lady cop telling her what's about to go down. But whatever. Remember, we at war, right? So we see Marvin out there on the streets. He passing out guns to his crew and everything. Okay, we thinking it's about to go down. We also see that Kanan is out there. Now it makes sense why Lou went and got Unique's jacket out of the car when he did the other day. Now we see that Kanan is putting on this gun. On this jacket. I'm thinking to myself, like, Unique's boys are going to recognize that that's not Unique. First of all, Kanan is shorter and stockier than Unique. I mean, I guess in the dark and from far away, you can't tell and all that, but I'm still like putting this whole thing together like, this ain't, what kind of plan is this? And why is he by himself? And what is happening? Why is he just on the street with this jacket on? And he's supposed to be coming after Unique's boys. And that's what I'm thinking, right? I mean, he's all tired, nervous, and he breathing and shit. I was like, see, Raq, you done sent this boy to do a man's job, okay? But then he finally get himself back together. So I said, okay, Kanan, what we fixing to do? Where Unique people at so you can go act like you Unique shooting Unique's boys? None of that made sense to me, right? Well, it didn't make sense because he ain't going to shoot Unique's boys. You know who he going to go shoot? Detective Omar, okay? So this was the favor that Raq had set up for Detective Omar. They on the playground, actually on the basketball court, and when Detective Omar turned around and he was just like, man, I thought about this time over and over again, when I finally got to see what I would say to you, all right? And Kanan is just standing there with the jacket on. I was just like, Raq, are you really this heartless? Are you really sending this boy to kill his father? Now, you ain't told him that, but Kanan is going to find out about this, okay? And what do you think he's going to feel when he knows that he killed his father, or potentially killed his father, because I don't think the man going to be dead. But, as of right now, we don't know that, right? So, I was just like, that is fucked up. And that's why she was putting so much pressure on him. And now it makes sense why he by himself and all, because this ain't got nothing to do with Unique. So, Raq is just trying to get him off of her back. But, so she sent Kanan, her 15-year-old son, to do some shit like that. I was like, Raq. Ooh, she is so ruthless. She is ruthless, you guys. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. So then Kanan pulls out the gun and points it at him. And he was just like, son, this ain't what you want to do. I promise you that ain't what you want to do. And Kanan don't listen to him. He got all that shit going in his head that his mama just told him. So he pulls the trigger and shoots him, but he doesn't hit him in the chest. He hits him on the right side. I don't know if this is going to show up as the right, but this is my right. He shoots him here, and he falls out, and then he walks up to him as if he's gonna shoot him, like Raq said, put two here and one here. And the show ends with him just shooting another shot, but we don't know what that hit, if it did hit what. And I was just like, damn, you really just shot your daddy. Ooh-wee, I don't know how many times he's going to be able to forgive Raq. Okay, now he done already had to get past the whole D-Wiz thing, and that was his homeboy. When he finds out about him being sent to kill his own father, I think that, little by little, these things are going to drive a big wedge between him and Raq. And I was like, Raq, you is cold, bitch. You is cold. Guys, so it's dark out here. My hair is frizzy because of the damn weather and all of that. But I was like, I got to get this done. Okay. So we're going to get this edited and up to you guys. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.